Hey, you three pinners, how you holding up? This is your October directives. I have really great news for you. I can tell you that this is a grounding month for you. You're like, oh God, thank God. Yes, because the tool that you guys have in your satchel, the energy to work with that's at your disposal to get the biggest bang for your buck as you move through this incredible month. I'm going to talk about that in a second, is 4. Whew. I know. So have a listen, pay attention to this 15-minute video, and I'm going to give you some pretty tight, clear directives of how to lean into your days and interact with people and work with this thing called your life, and what that energy of 4 looks like in real-time action, right? Because this is how you're going to get across the finish line. We've all landed in this 10 energy. It's like getting on a plane and going to another country, and the country that we're in has different rules and regulations, different opportunities and experiences and events that will be happening, and it just happens to be filled with synchronicity and cool stuff. So there's a video I just uploaded about what October is all about. Go have a listen to it. It's about 15 minutes long. And I know that this 3 frequency is, the 2 and the 3 are hard to understand. It's 24 months of learning about sensitivity levels in the body and identifying with your source inside here, which is gorgeous. And it matters so much. And learning how to speak. The 3 is the orator number. It's the number of expression, right? I've been talking to you guys a lot about this. So how are you doing with that? That's the first probably thing to check in with yourself. How are you doing with uniquely expressing who you are in a state of joy, in a state of abundance, in a state of, it is so cool to be alive, and inspiring other people to do the same, you know? You know what the flip side of all that stuff is, and it's nothing fun. So what you've got is a new terrain of 10. 10 is 1 and 0. Again, go listen to the recording. It's basically taking raw energy and making it into matter, your ideas and making it into matter. And then also what's at your back are the list of the intuitive gifts, which is, drum roll please, intuition and sensitivity and expression. There it is, you guys. And strength. Sometimes it's physical strength, and oftentimes it's this internal strength that's right here. So that's why I'm kind of saying deep sigh of relief that you have a structure number. And this is a little bit of a taste of next year, of moving into your 4 personal year for your marathon 12-month run cycle. This is a little bit of a taste, and you are going to appreciate it, because it is basically taking what you have created, what you have built, and putting it into a system. And that means that you get to get in there, and you get to, get to work, and you get to have a schedule and a routine, and you've got a plan, and you're not skipping steps. You're taking everything seriously. You're making sure that whatever it is that you're building, all the pieces are exactly where they need to be in order to sustain another build on top of it, and then another build on top of it. You're really being careful about the steps that you're taking, and could look like anything. I know that there are a lot of parents out there, and their focus is stay-at-home parent. And so what are you building there? I never want to, I need you guys to always be a part of this conversation. I did that for the first 10 plus years as I focused on raising my kids before I launched my own business. And I wish people were talking to me, and including me in these conversations. Well, that is a business. And so whatever you're building there, guys, I want you to systematically tackle it. What are you building? And don't skip steps. And make sure that you're balancing logic with intuition. Oh, thank God, the word logic. I'll tell you, for you guys in the 2 pins, it's just like, please just give me some just logic-based stuff that is systems and orders and structures. Just please help me just anchor into that. I'm saying, well, here it is. Even in the midst of this surge, this wind at your back, which is supporting you moving in this direction and following your intuitive gut and your sensitivity level, right? Following all of that and following this gift that you have that is connected to your unique expression, which is so filled with all cans, not cans, lots of cans, and C-A-N, I can. I should probably clarify that. Like, cans, Chris, what are you talking about? So, yes. So what this looks like. This looks like in your business. This looks like in your personal relationships across the board for all of you incredible human beings out there. Spiritual beings having this nutty thing called a human experience, is that I lean into proactively creating a structure that it might have to be backed by legal documents. Make sure that nothing is missed, that you are creating something that is a seriously solid foundation. And in relationship, speak in this way. Talk about what is the infrastructure that can be created in order to provide a better operating system. Yeah? It seems that the theme that is up right now is how people lead with I can't. This is what I can't do for you. This is what I can't give you. This is what I won't. I can't, I won't, I'm not in a million years, over my dead body, stuff like that, right? There is such a preponderance of feeling overwhelmed. And 3s can feel overwhelmed by how incredibly sensitive they are, and that it's not safe to be sensitive because it's not safe to be seen. Here's the list of the nots, right? I am not accepted. I am not seen for who I am. I'm constantly being asked to be something that I'm not in order to make other people happy. There's a lot of not lists, and there's a lot of can't lists, and therefore I can't do these things. And then that impacts your speaking, how you express yourself. It is completely disconnected from the authentic, beautiful expression of your soul that's hanging out in this bag of bones, that doesn't know the words I can't and I am not. You don't know that in the essence of your soul that's hanging out in this bag of bones. What you know is I can, and that it's imperative for me to show up and express who I uniquely am. And what that unique I am comes from is joy and love, and knowing that, gosh, wouldn't it be great if the whole entire planet was doing this? Yeah. I mean, it's nothing short of epic, this idea. So as you move through this month and you're speaking systems, orders, structures, and you are consciously choosing not to skip steps. Sorry, you guys, I'm actually getting over COVID. That was my cleanup from last month in the 9 frequency. I digress. It was a great experience I had. So as you're moving through, don't skip steps. Keep your logic really super tight and super clear on the task at hand, what it is you're trying to accomplish, and be inclusive with other people and their participation and what it is that they're doing and how they're doing it, their role. Be incredibly logically clear. There's that fabulous word again, hold on, that is connected to building something that is really going to hold some serious weight moving forward and longevity moving forward. Make sure that the people that you're interacting with are on the same page as you are. And if that is the only thing that you carry forward, that's brilliant, perfect. That requires every day wake up with a list of I can. What can I do? What can I do? When you speak, because 3 is expression, 3 is sensitivity and expression. When you speak, start with I can. This is what I can do. And by default, what is insinuated without ever being verbalized is what you are not willing to do. The identification of your yes and no is really strong. It's really tight. And leading with the positive is something that is only going to produce more of the same with the conversation, negotiation that you're having with other people. Yeah. All relationships that we are in some way, shape, or form, a form of negotiation. We are negotiating all the time with people. And whether it's verbalized or it's not verbalized, it's insinuated. And there is an underlying understanding of how this goes. And that can get underneath our skin and start to make us pull away, and then our words are not lined up. And we start to get, we fall into that list, that I've shared with you guys. I mean, especially with the 3s, you really can become jaded in so many ways. And so you don't trust people, and it's caustic and it's sarcastic, and it's just not, it's a bunch of knots in my book. And yet I've been around 3s who when they are in alignment, I have never laughed so hard in my life, because it's just straight up joy. It is. 3 life pathways, or 30 or 33 life pathways, is just straight up inspirational joy. So as you move through the terrain of October, every single day, lean into what is the structure and the order that I'm going to lay down today. Whether it's in my family, whether it's in my home, or my work, or my personal aims and goals, my self-esteem, my self-value. What is the structure I'm going to lay down today? And a structure you actually can lay down is the connection that your voice speaks your truth. And that truth is loaded with I cans and loaded with I am, rather than the reverse. And it doesn't matter if people understand you or they don't understand you. You just keep doing you, knowing that the base of you is filled with love. That base is filled with love and inspiration for the highest good for you and everybody else involved. It is loaded with universal inclusion and community. That's where you came from. That's where we all came from. And this life can be traumatizing, and it can be filled with heartbreak and sorrow and suffering and pain. But the measure of us is how we move through that, correct? The measure of us is the grace that we have to move through those moments in our lives, so that we don't begin to identify as that is a part of our personality now, and that is a part of our story that we're carrying forward. Do you really want to carry that forward? The answer obviously is no. And many people are healing, and they're working towards healing, and they're doing the best they can with what they have. I'm just suggesting that all of you guys, or who are in the 3, lean into the concept and idea of creating a structure that is connected to you expressing your unique expression of spiritual essence, which is filled with joy. And how would you speak? And what would you say? And how would you say it? And how would you convey it? And can you lead with, this is what I can do? And leave the can'ts out. Okay? Just committing to that tool every day, front-loaded consciously for you guys, bring that forward. This is going to get you over the finish line of October with flying colors, and you are going to be pleased with the outcome. I promise you. You're going to look back, you're going to look around, and you're going to smile, giggle, and delighted at what is happening. Rolling into November, which is an 11 month, it's going to be a big conversation, and into December, which is a 12 month. 1 + 2 is 3. We've got the magic 1, 2, 3s rolling up. That is an alchemist number combination, only to roll into a 1 month in January of 2025 when you start your 4 personal year 12-month run. This is the sweet spot of the pin cycles where magic does happen, and we are in the synchronistic events zone. So keep that energy in alignment. Do your best. If you start to fall into, down, I would say in the toilet, or you're falling down and you're rolling down the hill, stop yourself. Grab your mind. I have a tight relationship with my mental field, because that mental field, I need to be in tight relationship. I call her Kate, because Kate is, Kate and I together, my spirit and Kate, are what is making magic in my beautiful brain happen, all right? And that's what's causing synchronistic events. And you guys, the rule in physics is energy that is of like energy will find each other. I have so many, and that's when synchronistic events happen. And so you're the energy, you're the source. So show up every day with this idea that you are generating a certain frequency out there into the world. Review what I've said. Go listen to the video about what October is about, and front load. When you get up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, front load this commitment, everything I just covered, all right? And start building these structures and fall into that daily routine, and you guys are going to do great. Next month is if I think about this, next month for you guys is a 5 month. So things are going to take off, and that's good too. So we'll get there in a little bit. This is the only video that I'm going to do. I just don't have the time in my month. So you guys are going to get one a month. Any questions or comments, just pop them right here in this video, and we'll have a hearty discourse. If you have any clarifying questions, you can ask here too. Hit that subscribe and like button, share with your family and friends, and you can always find me for a reading or for a healing over at 12listen.com. The link is right there on my YouTube homepage. Lots of love, you guys, and go get them, really, really. And I'm really excited to get the updates from all of you about how things are rolling and shaking as you move through this magical, magical month of October. Lots of love. Until next month.